Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday and welcome back to the second candle review of the day. If you missed my first one, I'll link it in the description box down below. I reviewed the old-fashioned cider donut from Bath & Body Works this morning, which, spoiler, there is no donut in that candle. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about review number 2, which is a Homeworx candle. I'm sorry that you can't really see it. It doesn't have much of a label, so I figured I would leave it in this beautiful candle sleeve. This, by the way, is a sleeve that I picked up, obviously, at Bath & Body Works. I think it was last year that I snagged this one. I just fell in love with it. I thought this was absolutely stunning. I love it when they do, like, the real wood bases and then incorporate, like, a metal accent. I just think it's very elegant, sophisticated. I don't know. It's fall, but a little elevated, not your traditional fall. Anyway, love this candle holder. Kind of wish I would have purchased more than one. Okay, so let's talk Homeworx Cranberry Vanilla Frost. First of all, I am really disappointed with the selection of candles that Homeworx released at Ulta for the fall. Like, basically they did, I think, 4 or 5 of these, well, let's count. So for the fall releases, in terms of these Ulta 3-wick exclusive, they did this Cranberry Vanilla Frost, they did Cozy Weekend, Persimmon Nectar, and was that it? Oh, Fresh Fall Morning, and Pumpkin Cold Brew. So 5 in this like 3-wick exclusive collection. I purchased this one here, and then I also purchased the Pumpkin Cold Brew. The Pumpkin Cold Brew, I returned so fast, you guys. That was such an acidic coffee scent. I couldn't even bring myself to burn it, you guys. I just returned it to Ulta. The girl that was doing my return smelled it and she was like, "Oh, this smells so good." And I was like, "Does it?" She was like, "Well, it smells like coffee, like a really strong black coffee." And I was like, "Yes, okay." She and I did not agree. I thought it smelled like a really bad version of a cold brew. Cold brew coffee smells very different to me from like a hot coffee scent, if that makes sense. There's a difference. Sorry, Alfie is knocking the my little tripod here. So anyway, I returned that Pumpkin Cold Brew. I didn't even like that one. Yeah, not good. And then I didn't pick up any of the other ones because they really didn't speak to me in terms of the scent notes. So yeah. Also, I do not have, and this is just my own personal thing, and I think it has to do maybe with the size of our house. These 3-wicks do not do as well for me as the Homeworx 4-wicks. I am super loyal to the 4-wicks from Homeworx. These just do not have the oomph, the strength and the throw that I need to really be noticed either here in the entryway really, or, I mean, they do fine in my bedrooms and in the bathrooms, but I cannot put these, especially downstairs in the larger like family room or dining room even. They just really get lost. And I don't think that these have either as much of the fragrance oils as the regular 4-wicks do. That, and I think it might also be that there's just not as much surface area, right? Like these are, so for example, here is a 4-wick. So obviously I have the spiced apple crumb over here. And then here is the much smaller 3-wick Ulta exclusive. But they're not Ulta exclusives anymore. I shouldn't say that because the Homeworx website is also selling these at this point. So I think these would do much better in an apartment or a like smaller, more traditional home that has like more enclosed rooms. If you have that open concept, more like modern type home, I'm just not sure that these would give you the strength that you would want in your open concept areas. In your bedrooms, your bathrooms, sure. I mean, like I said, these do fine there, but I don't burn a whole lot of candles in the upstairs bathrooms, and I don't burn a whole lot of candles in the upstairs rooms, just because I spend the bulk of my day downstairs. So, and this one here, just in terms of strength and throw, let's start with that, since I'm addressing it right now. The strength of this one is like a 3, which kind of bums me out because I do actually really like this scent, but even in the entryway here, it's struggling a little bit. I can certainly smell it much better here than I can in other areas of the house, in terms of like the downstairs anyway, but it's just, it also doesn't travel very much. It's about, I would say a 3 in terms of throw as well. So that being said, this particular scent is really, really beautiful. Let me give you guys the scent description here. I would just read it off the label, but it's covered up by the pretty leaves. So let's just read it off the website here. Okay, so the notes are cranberry, frozen raspberry, spun sugar, and vanilla cream. What was I going for there? Vanilla? I'm smelling the lid behind the camera here, by the way. Okay, this is, first of all, I would not consider this a fall scent. I would not consider this even a holiday scent. I really don't get much in the way of cranberry. There is a slight tartness to this, but I almost want to say that it leans towards currant more than cranberry. Now, I don't love currants. I actually hate that currant smell. Harry has a wild currant candle, and I've smelled it, and I don't like currants. There's something about it. I think I have a bad memory associated with it. I had an ex-boyfriend give me a like currant scented candle at one point, and now I just equate that smell with him, and you know how that goes. So I don't like currants. I wish that it was cranberry that I was smelling in here, but it is currants. Luckily, let me tell you what that currant is mostly covered up by, and that is that like raspberry, that spun sweet sugar note, and the vanilla cream. This leans almost a little perfumey to my nose. Like if this were a personal care fragrance, a body spray, or even a perfume, I would totally buy this. It is nice for what it is, but I just wish it was stronger, you guys. I just can't really smell it very well, which is disappointing. I think what I might actually do, I would love this particular scent in my bedroom. And what I may do is put this in my candle crock that I currently have in my bedroom. I think I have another candle in there right now, but that should be done in the next day or so. I really would love this as a warm, it is warm despite having that like frozen raspberry note. Like this doesn't read like a cool smell to me. I know it's vanilla frost, cranberry vanilla frost, but this doesn't smell like that cool breeze kind of scent. It smells very warm and sweet and just kind of cozy to my nose. So I would love this in my bedroom. So I think I might just move this up there and wait for the other candle to finish up and then pop this in my candle crock and finish it there. That's usually how I tend to finish these Homeworx 3 wicks anyway, is I'll burn them to just about the halfway point and then I'll pop them in a crock. And they really actually do better in the crock. I think that the fragrance notes are amplified, which is weird because I do get a nice wax pool from these. So it's not the lack of like wax pool, I don't know, they're not strong with the flame. In terms of like how this is performing just with like the burn, I have not had any issues with the wicks. I haven't had any issues with sooting or discoloration. They burn really nice in that regard. They're just a lot lighter than I would like them to be. So for me, I'll probably always try any of the scents that are released at Ulta just to like, you know, smell them and enjoy them in the crock, I guess. But I don't buy these Homeworx 3-wick candles for my house thinking that they are going to scent my house the way this does. Like it's not gonna happen. I have no problem with most of Harry's 4 wicks. It's just these 3 wicks that just don't do it for me in here. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you guys. And I'm sorry that I don't have more thoughts on any of these other scents. Persimmon isn't really necessarily my thing. The Cozy Weekend just kind of read a little bit more masculine to me, and I don't love scents like that. You guys know how I feel about the pumpkin cold brew. And then this Fresh Fall Morning. This one I had thought about, but then I feel like the bergamot and that one kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't love bergamot in candles. And it also has fig, which fig I have to be careful with as well because it's another one of those ones that can get kind of overly sweet to my nose. So I might try to sniff this out the next time I'm at my Ulta that sells these candles. Yeah, just based off of the description and the bergamot and the fig being in there, I just kind of wrote off the Fresh Fall Morning as well. So if you pick these candles up, will you please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll put a link to this on the Homeworx website as well as on Ulta. By the way, I did order this online. It arrived in 3 layers of bubble wrap. So that was good. I guess Ulta is improving. At least whatever shipping hub this came out of, it was wrapped really well. So I don't know. Some of you are probably still receiving broken candles and are cursing me right now, but I don't know. I still always order from Ulta. I just know what to expect with them, and I just know that they are going to fix it and make it right, so I'm okay with that. But you have to decide that for yourself, obviously. Anyway, you guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts if you pick this up in the comments down below. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.